because your young men are committing violence against one another. Stop celebrating gun violence.
We're almost at the BET Awards.
Stop celebrating gun violence. The BET Awards is degeneracy. The BET Awards of violent Black America. We stand against the BET Awards. You disgust me. You disgust me. You're celebrating disgusting violent culture. The BET Awards is a celebration of sin, prostitution, drug dealing.
Welcome to the Black American channel of the free and the brave. Now today, guys, I want to talk about two different terms. One, perception, and two, reaction. Now, as you saw in the intro, we have the gentleman by the name of Jake Lang. Now, guys, I am new to this guy. He is an extreme provocateur. He is conservative. He is mega MAGA. Now, I'm conservative, and I don't agree with many of the tactics that he goes about displaying and his antics. But I'm here to challenge you today to remove your emotions. Don't be so emotional. Swim through the antics, and let's talk about his issues at hand. Because, one, perception. We as Black people, we have particular stereotypes that have been established. Not yesterday, not last week, not even last year, but over years, decades, generations. And guess what? We got the internet now. People can see every little thing, how we react, how we act so depraved and ghetto and just downright unruly in public. It's not all of us, but what do they say? It's not all of them, but it's always them. Now, with my YouTube experience and having this channel, I will be hard pressed to find a group of white people or some white videos, a white channel called White Fatigue, and white people just running rampant, doing ignorant-ish all over that channel. But Black folks, it's all over the place. Now, granted, many of our stereotypes that we have that were negative were not warranted. But today, many of them are well deserved. Now, let me tie perception and reaction together, because how we are received, how we are perceived, is in direct correlation to how we react to negative stereotypes being brought to the forefront and put in our face. Now, let me explain, because a negative stereotype does not mean that that stereotype is untrue. But it's really hard to hear criticism about you, about your community, without feeling some type of way. Now, we're the most emotional people in America. We hear something, we hear a beat, we got to move. We hear a song, we got to move. We hear some gossip, ooh, girl, what's the tea? Somebody bumps us in the mall. Hey, man, watch where you going. No, watch where you going. Next thing you know, both of them in jail for life. Why are we like this, people? Why are we like this? How we react means the world to how we are going to be perceived in the future. And it's only up to us to change our negative stereotypes. Now, I'm going to play this video. It's going to be a group of people, mostly Black people, but of course, BET Awards doesn't necessarily attract all Black people. And this is how they reacted to Jake Lang. How do you think we should react? Now, granted, there was just a few people. Most people were not attacking, trying to steal Jake Lang signs and things of that nature. But let me tell you something. America is looking. We already have a particular stereotype of being highly reactive and having a disappropriated amount of force that is applied once an initial disrespectful gesture has been displayed. And Jake Lang, he knows that if he goes to the BET Awards, Black people are going to act a fool. He knows that he is going to get the exact, and I mean exact, reaction that he's looking for. So he can just say they can't own up to accountability. And when constructive criticism is given to the Black people, they can't take it and they react. Just how we see in the Black fatigue videos. We got to get back to where we had dignity, where we had manners, where we cared about our physical appearance, our grooming, our style, things of that nature. We have to get back to, before the civil rights. Now, people are going to clip that and say, oh, we need to go back to segregation, things of that nature. No, but you guys know I'm literally talking about we need to go back to where we had more respect for ourselves. We had more respect for our parents, where as fathers, we had more respect for the children we brought into this world. So we stayed. As women, we had more respect for our bodies. To not be going out in public showing TNA. As children, we had more respect for our family to the point where we didn't want to do anything to shame our last name. We had respect for education to the point where we were highly educated. 25% of our kids are being graduated today that can read and write. Only 25%. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Now, as you saw in the intro clip, Jake Lang is protesting against demonic, destructive Black culture. And he also had a sign that said, Black parents are failures. Now, remove your emotions, guys. Remove your emotions. Let's look at this. Let's look at, like I just said about the literacy rates. Let's look at crime rates with the youth. I mean, I'm talking 10, 11, 12-year-olds already in gangs, already got bodies, already have robberies, and who knows what else? Who knows what else? 13% of the population, we're going to break that down in half, around 7, we'll say, 6.5, all right? And then with that being said, mostly there's more women than there are men. So let's just say women are the 7%, we're the 6. And with that even being said, I would say it's more so like 1% of the men who are doing all these crimes, who are walking around sagging, who don't care about their look, their appearance. They don't care about feeding into and proving negative stereotypes wrong. Where are we going wrong here? Are Black parents really terrible at raising children? We can't read. We don't care how we go out in public. Highest crime rate by far. It's not even close. Highest baby deletion rate. I saw a stat the other day that said New York City had more child deletions than live births in the Black community. Now, if you guys don't know, Margaret Sanger is the founder of Planned Parenthood, and her goal, she has put on paper, to quote, that she wanted to exterminate the Black community. She is applauding you. She's applauding us in the grave right now. It's absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And when we bring these things up to the Black community, people like myself, I got to be a coon. I got to be a bootlicker. I am trying to please the white man and gain his approval because I want to help my community. Oh, the humanity of wanting my people to do better and to shed away these negative stereotypes. There's something that needs to be said about that, because how in the world is someone wanting to help their own community looked at in a negative way? I know we got some negative stereotypes, and I know how we react to them means a lot because we already have negative stereotypes on how we react to certain things. And it's not hard, guys. It's not hard. All you got to do is be better. All you got to do is learn how to channel, lasso, control your emotions. Now, that gentleman in the video who was trying to steal the Black parents are failure sign, let those people do their thing. Sit to the side, see what's happening, ignore it. We have to start being the bigger people. We have to. That's the only way that people are really going to actually take us seriously. Because a lot of the times we miss out on opportunities just because we don't know how to act and we don't know how to react. You cannot be at work popping off with attitudes just because you feel violated here and there. You probably got some ghost microaggressions you're reacting to because white people don't think about us as much as we think they do, which is absolutely insane. But again, we have to be able to control ourselves. We cannot be the people that get riled up on cue. On cue. They know what to do every 4 years, what to say to keep Black folks with a leash around their necks, walking right down to the polls and voting for the Democrats who ain't done a damn thing for Black folks in decades. In decades. Since the 60s, since civil rights, we might as well not even be going to school. We ain't learning nothing. We ain't learning a damn thing in school. And that builds the building blocks. If we don't know math, we can't read, we can't comprehend, because maybe you can't read, but you don't understand what you're reading. How are you going to work? How are you going to hold even a middle management job? You're going to be out in the fields breaking rocks up, or in jail, or a thug, or a criminal. If you have no education, what you going to do? We're just floating through life, not caring. We know how to go to the barbershop, get a haircut. We know how to get dressed. We know how to throw on that lace front wig. Can't read a damn thing. Absolutely embarrassing. And we have to get to the point where we can accept criticism, because just because a white person said it doesn't mean it's wrong. Just because somebody doesn't think like you said it doesn't mean it's wrong. Because now that I think about it, y'all never say it to yourselves. Is everything that you do right? Everything. How you react in public, how you scream, curse, how your kids are screaming and cursing. Is that right? But if somebody points it out, racist, boom, trying to please the white man. I'm gonna show you guys another clip here. It's of a previous situation where a group of Republicans went to Tennessee State, which is a HBCU, historically Black college or university. They wanted to have civil discourse.
People come and start to heckle us.
Why even provoke on our campus?
New tonight, chaos here at the Tennessee State University campus after a debate group visits the campus wearing MAGA hats and carrying signs against DEI and illegal immigration.
Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar joining us from TSU tonight after speaking with both students and that debate group.
Most students I spoke with are calling the conservative group who showed up here at TSU hateful. That group tells me they were just trying to have civil discourse with the students and are accusing those who push back of inciting violence. Video shows spirited Tennessee State University students gathered around the Fearless Debates group. David Kate is a co-founder.
We went from a peaceful conversation with students to quite literally a mob inciting violence against us.
He tells me they are trying to encourage debate on the heels of Charlie Kirk's murder. The signs the group brought read, "DEI should be illegal and deport all illegals now. Let's talk." TSU senior Layla Johnson was there when it all went down on Tuesday. What did you think about the group coming onto this campus with those signs?
I just feel like it was unnecessary. Like, why would you come to a HBCU with all that commotion knowing that we're going to say something about it? Like, they're just like insane.
Why did your group pick a historically black college to have this conversation?
Is there a reason why we shouldn't go to historically black colleges?
We can't even have a conversation. Now, the DEI question, and I can't remember the other one, those were just a couple of topics that they wanted to bring up. Why would there be an absolute violent uproar? And I'm saying that because, of course, on the news, they didn't show the violence. If you can go search it, I may put a link to the original videos down in the description. But the kids got violent. They essentially ran them off the campus, physically took their signs, ripped them up, you know, the usual, throwing things at the vehicles, surrounding the vehicles after they told them to leave and wouldn't allow them to leave because they had the vehicles surrounded. But you know, that's a different topic of ignorance there. But guys, we have to be open to criticism. And at the end of the day, everything that's being said is true. It's highly debatable whether or not black people are good parents or not. I know for one, I didn't learn essential things in life until I was late 30s. I'm like, man, if I would have known this from the jump, from 18, 16, things of that nature, I would have been good. I would have been good. Now, I'm not saying that everybody, I'm not saying white people are perfect parents, but we can do better. We can do better. We have a lot of improvement, and it's only up to us to change our negative stereotypes, to change our perception. And it's also up to us to change how we react to said perceptions when they are given to us in our faces, especially when they're trying to be given to us with constructive criticism. Now, granted, Jake Lang is a provocateur, but I always challenge people to sift through that. Look at the actual argument at hand and ask yourself, does he have a point? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get up to 9,000 subscribers. This is the Black American channel of the free and the brave.